Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce our Honorary Doctorate, Jacobus Francois Pienaar, best known as Francois Pienaar. He's a prominent sports figure in the South African public life, celebrated for his leadership on and off the rugby field. He was born in Vereniging and attended high school in Witbank, now eMagdalene, before receiving a scholarship to study law and play rugby at the Rand Afrikaanse Universiteit, one of our legacy institutions. His rugby career began in earnest in 1989 when he started playing for Transvaal, now the Golden Lions. Over his tenure, he played in 100 matches and captained the team 89 times, guiding them to multiple Currie Cup and Super 10 victories and becoming a key leader in South African provincial rugby.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa on Jacobus Francois Pienaar.
To paraphrase Shakespeare, all that I have to offer is thank you, and thank you again for this incredible honor of receiving a doctorate honoris causa at the University of Johannesburg. I am the luckiest sportsman in the world. Well, if I'm not the luckiest, then I'm definitely one of few, to have experienced what I experienced because of sport and the power of sport. Mr. Mandela said that sport has the power to change the world. Sport has the power to inspire. Sport can unite people like little else does. Sport can awaken hope where there was previously only despair. Sport speaks to children in a language that they understand. The reason I'm getting this honorary degree is not because of me. It's because of the giants whose shoulders I was able to stand on from a very young age at school, at this university, in life. The teams that I had the privilege to captain. The people that I was lucky enough to build stuff and to do some extraordinary things. The giants, that is, the coaches, the mentors, and the class of 1995. That's why I'm here today, not because of me. If you're not a critical thinker already, become a critical thinker. Don't be a group thinker. Critical thinking will allow you to understand the biases in the world and have a debate about them, but it would also allow you to understand your biases. Critical thinkers are always curious. That's number one. Number two, when you woke up this morning, you went to the bathroom, I'm sure, and you looked into the mirror. And as the poet says, if you get what you want in your struggle for self and the world makes you king for a day, just go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that man or that woman have to say. For it's not your brother or father or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life. He's the one looking back from the glass, and he's the one to please, never mind all the rest. You may get pats on your back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass. Number two is love that person in the glass. Start tomorrow. Number three, talking about friends. Surround yourself with energizers, not with energizers, not with people that take energy from you. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That's so true. Surround yourselves with people that have a can-do attitude in life. If you've got more of them on your side, your culture will be very, very powerful. Number 4, remember, children are the best mimics in the world. Are you with mimicking? Number 5, read The Richest Man in Babylon. It'll teach you about the 8th wonder in the world, compound interest. This will become your superpower. But not only compounding financially, also compound the fitness of your body and your beautiful minds. And number 6, give. If you're not already giving, learn to give. It's in giving that we receive. Start tomorrow. Start with a smile. Start with a phone call that you should have made quite some time back. Start with a conversation where people feel valued. Start with giving some money on the odd occasion to people that need it more than you. Learn to give. You will see how you grow. Vice-Chancellor, because of the Giants, because of the class of 1995, and George Moy Christie and the management, I got the opportunity to stand on a podium with one of the greatest leaders the world has ever seen. When he handed me the Rugby World Cup, and we became one. We became one team for one country, world champions for the first time in the history of this country. Not only for the 65,000 people in the stadium, but for the 43 million people then in South Africa.
Once again, congratulations on this tremendous achievement. Go out there and set an example as a graduate of this inspiring university. Please let me repeat this. Go out there and set an example as a graduate of this inspiring university. UJ! All the way!
The University of Johannesburg, our future reimagined.